This is like part two, quite a few weeks later, and I came across doing a lot of research, putting together a paste of three different, well actually four different things. Lysine is good for cancer, feline leukemia. Then I came across this video of this veterinarian talking about melatonin, and I think he also was talking about curcumin, but I use that all the time anyway. And of course omega-3. So what I do is I mix. I don't think this is absolutely necessary, but I think these are the three ingredients. But I just put that in anyway because omega-3s are good. And so one capsule of each of these, 500 milligrams lysine, 10 milligrams of melatonin, and this is like 1160 milligrams per serving of curcumin, but that might be two. Yeah, so it'd be like half, maybe about 600 milligrams of curcumin. So I mix one capsule, and I mix it with food. And what I do is I give like maybe a third of it each feeding. So we do like 3 different feedings. He's definitely improved over this stuff. He was really not doing well a week ago. And I started this, and my wife actually saw him drinking it in the toilet. That's amazing because we are still watering him with a dropper bottle and also doing subcutaneous hydration, but not so much subcutaneous anymore, maybe like every 3 or 4 days. But him drinking on his own, that's like huge. So I have to attribute it to this stuff here because this has really turned things around a lot. Then I also, I try to keep, also another thing, don't try to give too much water and food at the same time because they'll just throw it up. I'm also doing a vitamin C. It's called Ester C. You can get it at Walmart. I mix about 3 or 4 tablets in a dropper bottle with water, and also vitamin D3 I put in there as well. So I have this one thing of vitamin C and D3 that I give him with the food, but I try not to give him too much water when I'm doing his food. So try to give him water separately at a different time. So he hasn't really been vomiting. He was drooling actually a little bit now, but that's only because I had given him some of this, and it's very nasty tasting. But he's not going around drooling all the time like he was before. Actually, I was feeding him yesterday and he wasn't drooling at all. So, and one of the things you want to do when you're wrapping him is take your blanket and wrap it completely around him, so he can't paw you or anything like that. And basically use a fork, and I will take some of this and you just stick it on the side of his mouth, and you just get it back in with not fork, with this knife, a butter knife, and you can see how he's just chewing it. And try to find something that they really like, because I just had to open up a can of this stuff. I don't know what it is, and I'm going to tell you the brand, and mix my vitamins with it, and it really smelled, and he was just, see, he's not even throwing any of this, not throwing it up, but he will kind of spit it out. So I took some of this food, squashed it up because he really likes this. This is really good stuff. It's wilderness. This one's chicken and trout. There's also chicken and turkey, and there's no there's no gluten in it, or no grains, not gluten, yeah, grain free. And this stuff's pretty good. I like to give him stuff that he can chew, kind of, and so again, just stick it in the side of his mouth like that, and you can see that he'll just chew it up. And he apparently likes this stuff because he's not spitting it out. So you got to find something that they like. But the fact that he was trying, he's looking a lot better, and the fact that he was trying to drink out of the toilet, that's like huge, and he's going to the bathroom really well. Oh, this stuff here, I give this to him every day. Laxatone. It just kind of keeps things flowing. So this is like really a must if your cat is not pooping, and so the Laxatone, I give it, kind of put a little bit on on this butter knife twice a day, maybe. Okay. I'm using some other homeopathic remedies that I talked about in the last video, but I think the aconite I feel I've been using the most. I had 4 other remedies that I was talking about, but I think this paste is the key right here. I think this and so I think if you do a search on YouTube, you'll find there's a vet that was talking about melatonin and I think curcumin. Lysine has definitely been one that people have said that they used for cats that have leukemia. Okay, and then this morsel food here, I kind of squash up a little bit so it doesn't have to chew it too much, and then I kind of intersperse it a little bit with the medicated food, or what I call my paste. And you can see before he was just drooling away. I mean, so this is like a huge improvement. So he's not, I mean, if you give him something weird, like I had given him some of that other food that I just, ended up, I made a paste and I threw it out because, and that's what probably caused him to start drooling. Drooling is a good sign that he does not like what it tastes like. But also the leukemia, I think, causes drooling. So the fact that he's not drooling all the time like he was leads me to suspect we're on the right path. We're definitely not out of the water, but as you can see, he's eating the food. And so, like I say, I break this thing up into thirds, and like I'll feed him 2 more times today. I don't want to give him too much of the medicine all at once. And I already put a couple squirterfuls of the vitamin C and the D3. So those are the really essential things. Okay, so I'm going to try to feed him the rest of this food. And the thing I found out is that, again, you don't want to mix too much water with food because they'll throw it up. And you don't want to give them too much medicine at one time. Okay. And you want to get as much food as you can get into them, but you don't want to overdo it. And you could tell when you're overdoing it because then he's kind of spitting it up and not chewing it. And so you have to be careful not to overdo it. That's the big thing. And not give him too much. So I'm going to give him a couple more and then call it a day. So he's chewing that good. You can see. So the butter knife is really great because you can kind of help him keep it in his mouth without, you can see him chewing that. And this is really great because you see, like, there's, we were using a roll of toilet paper every time we fed him. There's so much drooling. So the fact that, he's not doing that. So again, I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm not going to try, he ate all of that. He ate some of this. Don't want to give him too much. Let's see. I haven't given him any of this, so I'm going to give him some of the Laxatone today. So I would say this is kind of like a really important one, this Laxatone. Because I think the biggest thing was that his digestive system was being kind of plugged up and he wasn't able. So I just kind of put it on the butter knife like that and stick it on the side of his mouth like that. Then it goes in. And I might squirt a drop of water just to kind of get everything down. This is maple flavored. He seems to like that. So I'm going to put a little water in there because things are kind of... Okay. So we're going to call it a day. I think that's enough. We got him some food. He's ready to roll. And Okay, 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 okay. There it goes.
Oh,
Whoa.
oh.
Okay, there goes the cat.
Okay.
And he's gonna go back to his little spot by the fire here, by the fireplace. And that's it. That's kind of the part 2 of where we're at. Definitely improvement. He's looking healthier. I can't say that he's completely out of the water, but he's doing cat things and he's drinking on his own. You know? And he's still really skinny. And so you just got to be careful with the hydration. You want to make sure he gets enough water. And that's why we do the subcutaneous hydration, which is, if you didn't see the other video, is basically this stuff here. And we get at your farm supply, you can get a pack of needles. And, basically keep a clean needle on it after we're done. And then maybe every 3 or 4 days, you can kind of tell when you're kind of feeling him, if he's hydrated or not. If he feels really nice and firm and full, he's hydrated well. If he feels bony, he needs water. So that's it. Thanks for watching.